What's good, people? What's good? As you can probably tell from the environment around me, I'm back in the ends. I'm back in North London, yeah. I've neglected this full screen partner channel mostly because I've been working. I've been in Istanbul, and I won't say I didn't have time to do videos, but I was getting into the groove of the job. I was working at a school, and you know, I was tired a lot of the time when I wasn't working, so I didn't have the energy or to really put the input into the videos that I usually have. And I don't like to do half-ass shit. If I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it properly. So I wanted to, you know, get into my groove at school, and then I'll start doing videos again. But that didn't happen. As you can see, I'm back in London. A lot of people have been asking about that if you follow me on social media. I opened up an Instagram account. It's fucking shite on BlackBerry. So, English time, Istanbul, Bakırköy. That's where I was working, and teaching English. And first thing I want to do is apologize to my students. Not all of you, but you know, the students I have a great rapport with. My really cool classes, my weekend, afternoon, level 4 class, you know who you are, man. You might be wondering why am I wearing sunglasses right now, and it's like getting dark. Cause I wear my sunglasses at night. Okay, that's not the reason. I haven't slept properly since I got back, and I'd win the red eye award right now, so I'm wearing these sunglasses. Don't switch the blade on the guy in shades, oh no. Hey, that's random. Classic 80s song. So, man, where can I start with this, man? First of all, I had classes that I loved. I'm big up all the students that I love. And first things first, right? First things first is the way that the school is run. It's run on conflict of interest. I remember I arrived, and I mean, bless their hearts, the admin staff were really cool with me. I didn't have any problems with them. I know some people had problems, but I didn't have any problems with them. They backed me up in a lot of situations, so I'm all good with them. But it was interesting for me that you work at a place called English Time and you can barely speak English. That was kind of interesting for me. Like, so you're selling English courses to people, and like, obviously it's predominantly Turkish people who buy the courses, but then there's Libyans living there, Syrians living in Bakırköy. Bakırköy is a pretty well-off neighborhood, and so yeah, it would help to know English, but like, I mean, I'm not saying they didn't know any English, but it was limited, right? So that was interesting. And then you got the fact that the admin staff are also the educational advisors. Now that's a conflict of interest. But those are minor things that I could kind of let slip. Like, students will complain about whatever, they're paying their money, and it's whatever, you just get on with it. You kind of brush it off and you don't take it personally. But the head teacher at English Time Bakırköy, the most passive-aggressive motherfucker I've ever come across in my life. And I've met a lot of passive-aggressive people, but this guy takes the fucking cake, man. Like, it's unreal. It's actually unreal, man. This. There were so many things that went on that I let slide for a long time. Or from the moment I arrived, because I wasn't there for a long time. It's like 3 months, right? From the moment I arrived, and without throwing people's personal shit out there, my good boy Elaine, who hooked me up with a job, he got caught in some drama with another teacher. And when I arrived, like, obviously people knew I was Elaine's friend, and you know what I mean. I felt like I got like caught in the middle, whereas, you know, I'm being a friend to my friend, and at the same time I'm being told that I'm not supposed to talk to him about certain things, or like it was being talked about, like me talking to him as a friend about certain things was being portrayed as me spreading rumors, which is fucking bullshit. I'm talking to my friend about shit that's going on with him. So like I was kind of caught in the middle in that situation, and that was that. But like this guy just has this need to feel dominant over me. And I let it slide for a while. I'm like, you know what, let me do my job. I ain't gonna bother with this bullshit, right? Like the first time it really struck me, was I had a complaint with this level 2 class that I started. Mind you, this is the first class that I ever taught. So I went in there, I was nervous, you know what I mean? Went in there, I was nervous, I was stumbling around a little bit, well, a lot, to be fair. So their complaint was totally valid. I had no issue with their complaint, really. But like how he dealt with it, oh my God, like first of all, so he observes the class, right? And then, like we have a little chat afterwards, his little chat, him and his little fucking chat, yeah, has a little chat afterwards, right? So he's giving me advice, and it was sound advice. I'm like, okay, cool, I'm gonna take this on board. He goes, oh Nick, by the way, it's not cool to wear jeans. I'm looking at this guy like, is this motherfucker for real? I was wearing sneakers at that point, because I had the only pair of shoes I took were like barely worn shoes, and you know, you have the barely worn shoes, and it cuts into your heels and all that. So and he came to observe the class, and I wanted to be able to walk around and shit. So yeah, that's the reason I was wearing sneakers that day. So okay, if he brought up the sneakers thing, fine. But he's talking about don't wear jeans, and I wasn't wearing jeans, and I've never worn jeans to work. Anybody in that place will always tell you I turn up in a shirt and tie, trousers. Every time. Shirt, tie, and fucking trousers. So this jeans comment just kind of, I was looking at him like, what the fuck is this guy on? And I realized it was his little prejudices coming out. Because I know my boy Elaine had been talking a lot before I arrived about my boy's coming over here, he's a rapper, blah, 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 blah. So, like, I got this feeling he had in his mind that, like, okay, this dude is coming over here and he's going to be wearing fucking baggy pants all the time, and you know what I mean? And he's a white South African, which isn't to say that all white South Africans are racist or prejudiced, but because my boy Elaine is a white South African, so you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that, but I'm saying it's not surprising. I'm not shocked when you know what I mean? I'm not shocked if I come across white African of his age specifically as well, an older guy. So, I mean, I can't really prove that, so I'm not going to necessarily say that's 100% what it is. But there were certain comments, certain remarks that I let slide that gave me that impression. That's for sure. I would definitely 100% 100% say that. And to be fair, even that I would let slide, just for the fact of the students that I loved teaching. I'm like, fuck it, I would let that slide, because this guy's, like I said, he's a passive aggressive motherfucker. He ain't got the balls to really come and say that shit directly to you, but he'll do like stupid shit in emails, like in these capital letters, he's highlighting words, and it's like, dude, like you can tell this email was written aggressively. Like, normally I'm not a person to read too much into messages, but like, you're highlighting words and fucking capitalizing shit. You're upset. So I'm like, dude, calm down. So, and it's annoying as well, because when you see him, he can send you an email and you might see him 10 minutes later, and then he comes with this fucking fake retarded smile on his face. Like, and one thing I noticed, he always calls me Nicholas when he's upset about something. That was kind of hilarious. So this dude takes everything personally as well. He takes everything personally. Every little thing. He's a little fucking child. Women got away with a lot of shit. Like the guys, like if you got a pussy, you can basically, well, if you got a pussy and you're younger, I would say, you could basically slide. There's a lot of shit you can get away with. You can just slide by with doing a lot of shit, and he would let it slide. I noticed that. The biggest thing, the thing that came to boiling point, I had lost my wallet, right? I lost my wallet. And so I emailed this motherfucker, right? Like, listen, I lost my wallet. I need an advance because we get paid cash. Well, most of us do. Most of us do it, right? So I'm like, listen, I need an advance. Or I asked, could I get an advance of a certain amount, which is basically the amount I lost in your wallet, until payday. Ignores my email. Totally ignores my email. 5 minutes later, he emails me about my boy Elaine, like this issue where I shouldn't be sending him information. I'm like, motherfucker. I let it slide. I said, maybe he didn't see my email. But then like a couple of days later, he emails me about a student complaint. And he does this shit where he generalizes things. Like, you can have 2 students complaining in a class and he'll say the whole class complained. Like a fucking moron. This guy's a company boy. Like, you're meant to be backing us up, and you just like a dummy, like a fucking puppet. Whatever the company do, like he just marches to the sound of the drum. Like, whatever they say to do, he does. Like, the thing that killed me was he killed it when he said it was one stupid fucking emergency meeting about, what was this meeting about? I don't remember what the meeting was about. It will come to me. It was something ridiculous because he's an idiot. Like I said, he makes mountains out of molehills. So we were stuffed in the staff room. It's not a big staff room. And he said, I don't see you as individuals. I was like, what? What the fuck are you talking about? I don't see you as individuals. And then I looked at my boy Elaine. I was like, what the fuck did this guy just say? And then like afterwards he was like, oh, I don't see you as individuals. I see you as a team. But that's not what he meant. There was a big delay before he got to that point. He was like, he doesn't see us as individuals. So we're working for some motherfucker who just sees us as like tools of the fucking trade. And it's like, you can tell he's one of these guys who just he's just concerned with being the boss. He wants to show you that he's the boss. Not that and he'll give you this shit, he's here to help you. Fuck that. He's here to show you that he's the fucking boss.